Hello, good evening, and welcome to this week's edition of GCBC 1 with the co-host Andy Dover. How are you, Andy?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm just eating a jacket potato.
Excellent. Bringing you live coverage from around the UKBBL. We have a Premiership match. It's an all-elf affair. There's a lot of those going on at the moment. We're going to have to start killing some of those elves off. And joining us for the first time as an official guest, popping his GCBC virginity, is former Season 22 champion, Zunk. How are you, Zunk?
Hi fans, hot enough for you?
It is very hot. I did seriously consider not putting myself on the video stream tonight and then actually being naked here, but I thought you would share that with us anyway, Zunk. So, how is your season going, Zunk?
UKBBL, it's all right actually. I'm playing dwarves in the lower tiers down in Draken Forest, Woodle Doodle.
West.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes, that's the one.
Oh no, you know what that means, though, don't you?
Yes, I do.
It means you're in the same conference as the Davo.
Yeah, I'm playing dwarves though. So yeah, that'll be quite good. That.
By the time they get up to the Premiership, though, Andy will have finally admitted that he can't play Chaos and have moved on to something else, perhaps. You know.
I hope so. Don't like Clue.
Right, let's just get up the stream of what's going on. We have gone. This game is currently live, but we're going to just catch up because it started a little while ago. I think it's on turn 5 or so now, but we're just going to come into it live. So, guys, 3, 2, 1. We are starting the match now. 3, 2, 1, go. Hit your play button. There we go. Oh, there we go. Right. So they are all set up nicely. About to do the kickoff. Coin toss happening. There's the little goblin. I got off. Oh, right. So, number of fans. So, we have Polk High Panthers seem to have the fame. The weather is nice. We should have gone for a sweltering heat. Is it hot enough for everyone? It's freezing here at 5 AM on a winter morning. Sorry, Bush Ranger, that's what you get for being the other side of the world. It is sweltering here. 31 degrees in London at the moment. It's
just yet another reason not to live in London, everyone.
Oh, wow. What temperature is it in Snottingham?
30, but still, that extra degree might just make a difference.
Right, flicking on a little bit. The Wood Elves setting up. Let's just skip through this because we can. So, Andy, prediction for this game. Is this your division? Is this ceremony?
It is, yeah. I don't know why we're watching this. It is my division. It's race for second, I think, is how we've titled it now.
The race for second. Why? Who's going to win it?
I don't know, some chaos lot, probably.
I don't know. I've heard they're not terribly good in cup competitions.
Oh God, are we going to really bring that up right now? Oh, really?
No. Okay, I won't bring it up.
No.
If you don't want to talk about it, we won't bring it about it. Okay.
Moving on.
Well, you're the one that brought up the fact that you're top of your division. You know, I've got to have a counter to that. We can't prepare it. Look at that. Look, Prees. Prees has pointed out more Premiership West Elves. Is that what we covered last night as well, Andy? Premiership West Elves.
I honestly don't know.
You were streaming that.
Yeah, well, sometimes it needs covering. Well, I think the elves are underrated, and if we're honest, all of us want to play against elves more. So if we bring elves to the fore, people are more likely to play them.
Well, this is true, and we have to admit, towards the end of Blood Bowl Chaos Edition, there was some concerns that elves were going out of business. They weren't interested in playing at all. They were a dying breed. There were very few high elves, very few wood elves, and you know, a smattering of dark elves around the league. So
what the fuck is that banner? What the fuck?
what banner? There's a casualty.
That one.
Which one?
Can you make it flash, Gav? Can you make it flash?
I think it just was.
Yeah.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's disgraceful.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it won't happen again, but just keep an eye on the stream, see if that's happening tonight. Right, so in your prediction for this match, Wood Elves, different proposition to the elves that we've been covering lately. if you were to categorise how different Wood Elves are from High Elves, because you're playing High Elves at the moment, Andy, what are the advantages of Wood Elves, and what do they lack when compared to High Elves? Let's not compare them to Dark Elves right now.
They're undoubtedly a lot faster, and I think that's their main characterisation is they're just a lot faster and a lot more brittle, and they should be able to score from anywhere. They've also got inbuilt ball retrieval, sort of go-get ability with the War Dancers.
And it's surprising to see Ceremal's managed to keep 2 War Dancers fit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that probably won't be for long, I wouldn't have thought.
Fair enough. So, Zunk, if you had a choice out of all the elf teams, and none of them is not an option, Zunk, you have to choose one. If you had to choose an elf team to play, which one would it be, Zunk, and why?
It would be Wood Elves, Gav, I think.
Okay. Any particular reason?
We get a tree, which I like. Trees are nice. But no, joking aside, I think all elves suffer from squishiness, and their standard modus operandi is to withdraw. The Wood Elves have just got the extra pace, so their added fragility, I don't think, really comes into it. And plus, you've got War Dancers, which are the most annoying things ever. So yes, it would be Wood Elves for me, I think.
I suppose War Dancers are, I mean, out of the box, they are arguably the best piece in Blood Bowl.
Well, yes, and once they all roll their obligatory first skill double, they all have Mighty Blow as well, which is nice.
Okay. And they start obviously straight out of the box with the Blood. So Zunk, tell us a little bit about your journey into Blood Bowl, because I'm aware that we do that every time we have a new guest on here, and this is your first official GCBC event.
Oh, second casualty.
Oh, hang on. We're not there yet.
Got one!
We're not there yet. Not on the stream. Keep an eye on the stream.
Yeah, but the stream to me is 30 seconds behind what we're talking about.
Okay, well, it'll catch up in a minute.
Alright. Tell me when it's happened on the stream.
Yeah, will do.
So I was excited about the prospect of a dead elf there.
It is dead, actually, I think.
Properly dead. Its head's come off.
No, it's
Brilliant.
Well, I've got to play El Bundy yet.
Right, we've had a casualty. We've had a
played both of
casualty.
these.
There's the casualty.
Yeah.
And that was the Mighty Blow piece. That was badly hurt. It wasn't dead, Andy.
Right, good. To be fair, I've played both of these, so yeah, I don't want to see any dead elves.
Okay.
2 reasons. 1, it increases the likelihood that they'll re-roll. That's bad. 2, more likely to take points off each other, off everyone else.
This is looking good for the Wood Elves at the moment. Screening off from the side.
It is. What I am surprised though, it's Ceremal. The guy holding the ball currently is on 49 points. If I was Ceremal here, that guy would not be scoring. That guy would be throwing the ball twice to someone else and then getting it back to him, and then someone else would score. I'm just looking to see who I might want to score with.
Because an awful lot of loners on display, isn't there, to be fair?
There is an awful lot, yeah. But if you think about, as an elf team, and this is what I've done with my high elves, is they regularly pass the ball somewhere between 3 and 8 times in a game. 3 is a bad day at the office, and 3 passes is 1 touchdown. So that means every time I score a touchdown, I've passed the ball 3 times and scored. So all my touchdowns are worth double points.
Okay.
Pretty good, that.
Yeah.
Well, you remember Pidpad's champion-winning high elf team from OCC that had a thrower with catch precisely for the reason Andy's talking about, that he would get random elves to retrieve the ball and then throw it to the thrower and then keep farming these. People call them vanity passes, but no, I agree with Andy here. I was doing this with my dwarves on Sunday. That, you know, it's a point. Do it. Why not?
Yep.
It's a lot more daring with dwarves, though. I think it's a lot.
I was in a very bad mood, so yeah, it was just to kind of cheer me up.
What gave you the mood?
Oh really? A horrific misclick
Okay.
turned the game in turn 4 from good position into gifting my opponent a touchdown.
That ward answer with block
Is
mighty
doing
blow,
work, isn't it?
Frenzy. He's a nice piece. He's a nice. He's a good piece. Question here. Now you've got the 2-man advantage. So worst case scenario here, you're 11 against 9. Do you score?
Score. Yeah.
You just
score.
go for it. No stalling. Just get on with it.
Well, what's the strategy? You got to consider what your strategy is before you went into the game. Are you looking to stall out a 2-1 win, or are you just looking to generate star player points? Are you looking just to get through the game? What's your objective? And if I was either coach looking at this, I'd look at the other team and consider that I could win the game, and I reckon I could rack up a load of star player points. Now I'm two players up. Definitely score. Definitely score. You win games as elves on defense. Because you should always score on offense.
I think the key thing to take from that is, as Andy just pointed out, the 2 players up is big, that they ain't ever coming back. So it's in Ceremon's interest here to just keep trying to move Dark Elves and score lots of touchdowns. It's what an Aryan would want.
Now, I did see part of Lorenzo's stream last night, and it was quite funny because we were commentating on Lorenzo's match last week, and it looked like he was doing exactly what we told him to do, and he cleared that up last night. This week's stream is slightly behind live, so we won't have similar issues here. So if you see Ceremel doing what we're telling him to do, we're not actually live, we're slightly behind live. So. Can I point out to all the viewers, and welcome to all of you who are here tonight, just a quick welcome to Lorenzo's just joined stream from GCBC 2. Hi Lorenzo. Hi Janice, hi the Waitrix, Bushranger, Bob, Glasshammer, Librio the Care. Welcome. I don't think we've had you here before. The Ben, Stevo, welcome to everybody. Can I point out Andy Davo there has linked a topic to the UKBBL website. In the UKBBL website, he's asking what sort of things would you like us to cover on the streams, both on Sunday Night Football and on Monday Night Football. If you have a wish list, please go and answer the polls that we've posted up there. And
Hey! That's levelled him as well. Albundia will be very pleased with that.
What am I missing now?
You paused,
behind
did you?
again.
Yeah, you're behind again. You stopped.
I didn't pause at all. I just didn't skip past the cut screens.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's us then. All right, we'll wait for you. This is very unprofessional. I won't get half stack.
Oh, there's a cash. There's the cash. Now carry on. That did level him. You're right, and that was the mighty blow. And that was a niggle, wasn't it? So this is nice.
Yes,
that's a loner
it's
piece. It's nice to see a loner piece getting broken. Ceremel won't mind that. Could we have a Premiership Best Elves as an option in the poll? Who are the best elves in the Premiership at the moment, Andy?
That's unfair because they're the 2 best elf coaches.
Oh, double one! Double one!
Double one with a shit scatter. That's pretty harsh.
Right next to the treeman. It's gonna hurt.
I don't know if he meant to do that, but he just made a right weird choice in terms of who he's just sent to pick the ball up.
Yeah,
he's
you're
moved
behind.
the guard guy who's charge 5. I'm not behind. I think you're behind.
Well, nevertheless, he's not gone to pick up the ball yet. The tree's just taken root. He's blocking away, hitting the grab, clearing it out, and now he's going to pick up the ball.
Does he want to grab the guy onto the ball? Do we want that?
What, to force a scatter?
Yeah, I would have preferred his grab onto the ball.
The best elf team in the Premiership was decided on last week's stream, allegedly.
Oh, was it? Wow. Luckily for Prees, I get to play him next week.
Actually, to be fair to Prees, it wasn't Prees that said that. That was Lorenzo that actually said that. So there you go.
Wow.
You can't trust anyone, can you?
So what was the issue with who picked the ball up there, out of interest?
Well, he got an agility 5 guy, so the ball was still in the tackle zone, and you could have picked up on a 2+. He made it a 3+. I'm not saying it's definitely the worst thing to do, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
but
It
Andy,
happens to me so quickly.
you consider optimal to not be juggernauts, break, tackle, dodge ogres. That's apparently not
We
optimal as far as you're
we
concerned.
agreed that we weren't going to bring that up. It upset me so
No, no,
much.
no.
We're not going to talk about that
No,
stupid ogre ever again.
you agreed. I mean, you can't have everything. You've either got to talk about the break, tackle, dodge ogre, or have that banner on the stream. In all honesty,
Huh.
so you got to decide
Stupid banner.
what do you want. The banner's there, or
No, it's not.
no, it definitely is. I can see it. No? Well, okay, let's talk about the ogre then, shall we? We'll take it down for now. Because let's face it, we're both out of the cup, aren't we, Andy?
Yeah, but you're always out of the cup. Like that's just
I know. Well,
default.
basically, what it means is you've had one season more than me. I mean, next season you could get knocked out in the first round. It could happen this season, and then I could win it next season. So, nothing lost this season, I feel. Thanks, Lorenzo, for confirming the presence of the banner. Well done, Anton. You're this host's favourite Blood Bowl coach of the week, for no reason other than the fact that you taught Andy a lesson. So, Zunk, your Blood Bowl
Yes,
journey.
Gav.
When did you first start playing Blood Bowl?
Tabletop, 2nd edition, late 80s.
Oh, on the polystyrene board.
It was the polystyrene
Oh.
board with plastic orcs and plastic humans.
Weren't the humans blue and the orcs red or something like that as well?
I think they were.
You can't get quality like that now. Oh dear.
It was all right. You know, it was. I think it's because we used to, when we were kids, play D&D, and this sort of led on to that. And we did it a fair bit, but probably stopped 1989, 1990-ish.
Okay.
Probably about 1990s. Then nothing until a good pal of mine who doesn't. I don't think he plays Blood Bowl anymore, but
Do you remember his name?
well, Steve Baltrop he's called.
Is he-
Kurgan he was
Kurgan.
called in
His online
Kurgan.
name.
He's seen the 3+1 dice block. I hope. Yep, he has indeed.
And
His
yeah,
dice
so
been rubbish. Really bad. Really bad. We need to make. Sorry, John.
it's
His
all right,
dice have
mate.
been really bad. I'd be really cross if I was him. They've been really bad. Really bad.
Who's
Anyway,
dice been
carry
bad?
on.
Wasn't paying attention.
The Dark Elf coach is absolutely shit dice. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and every time it's like, oh, we need a situational, not a shit thing. The shit thing keeps coming up.
Hey, Andy. Anton's just pointing out in the stream that he is still currently undefeated in the FA Cup. Because last season
Right.
he got knocked out on a draw.
Okay. How many FA Cups you won, Anton? None. Oh, okay. Shh.
I thought it was the Tin Cup yesterday. That's pretty much what you said yesterday. It's not a Tin Cup today by the sounds of it.
Well,
Am I right in thinking Anton's not playing Undead anymore?
No,
no.
he's playing. He's gone dirty, Zunk. He's gone dirty. He's joined the likes of you. Oh no, you're playing dwarves. He's joined the likes of Andy. He scored with the same elf again. That's the wrong elf. I think Andy will agree. That's the one that's already levelled up.
I don't like that. That's the wrong elf. It
that is
is.
indeed the wrong elf. Yeah, absolutely.
There was
the wrong elf.
another catcher there who's on 17 star player points. Who's probably more wise to have scored.
Well,
Although that one was an extra square, to be fair.
now, if we're going to talk about optimal, what you want to do is you want to rewind to 2 turns before, a turn before this turn, because the guy who he scored with was decided by the positioning the previous turn, because that catcher was put the furthest forward. So this is one for the people wanting to learn a bit more. What you should always be doing is considering what player you want to score with, and set them up in an appropriate place, either inconspicuously forward or just out of the way of the action until you're ready to swap the ball to that player, and then you can walk it in and score with them. But it's important to do that.
So plan 2-3 turns ahead, what would be optimal. Right, so no, Amtu Al Bundy is probably looking for a quick score now. Surely, isn't he? He's got a nice double move boosted piece.
Yeah, he's got no rerolls and 2 turns to score in. Oh, he's rolled another 1. Who would have thought? Well, I think if you'd asked him, probably him, because he rolling shit dice.
Keith Carr's undefeated. As games versus Andy's Chaos don't count. Like that, Keith. Who else? Yeah, knocked out on a coin toss. Tector's undefeated in the cart.
I think Tector's been in the cut, to be fair to Tector.
Bob has
What?
said that your statement about making sure that you score the right pieces is a load of rubbish because, as far as he's concerned, if any of his teams get even close to the end zone, then it's been a good match.
Okay. See, what that statement there is, that's a statement of different people consider different win conditions. Bobby's happy that he turned up.
So, I did put on the stream tonight, and we'll go back to Zunk in a moment to talk about Zunk's love of Blood Bowl and Zunk's love of specific races, because I'm sure he's got them. Everyone does. I have come up with a new knockout tournament, but invitational only. It's not open to all. Okay, we want the elite of the elites. So this is already tickling Andy a little bit, I think. You know, he hears the word elite, he thinks, me! Am I wrong, Andy?
Tiresome. Well, yeah, I could probably turn up, I suppose, if it make it worth my while.
So we want what I'm proposing, and this is still in its infancy. The idea is that we look each season, especially, and this is going to be even better with Legendary. So in Legendary, what, 25 races, 24 races, something like that. And we have an invitational cup. Okay. And you get seeded where you finished the previous season. So there'll be some people that go through by right for the first round. But we only invite the top placed team of each of the races. So if you're the best ranked Chaos team, then you go into the cup. Best ranked High Elf, best ranked Dark Elves, but only one of each race. And you have to be the previous season's premier coach for that race. And you'll be there to represent your race. Almost like a kind of a Pro Bowl-y type thing, or even like a Champions League type thing. Okay? Now I'm toying with the name for the cup at the moment. So if anybody's got any ideas for that kind of thing, I'm willing to go with it. I used to run something similar in my old tabletop tournament, and it was called the You Are Fuck Up, is what we used to call it then. And the URFU Cup actually was an acronym for something which I can't remember. So that's what I'm chewing the fat on. So we get to see the premier races against each other. The GCBC Invitational Vase. Nice, Zunk. You could have just said that on the stream now. You didn't have to type it there. Setting up racial wars. Yes, Lorenzo, I suppose what we're setting up there is race wars. But in Legendary Edition, you'll have the Goblins there. You'll have the Halflings, the best Amazon team. To be honest, if it was based in Blood Bowl Chaos Edition, when we used to play in Blood Bowl 1, there would have been the one Amazon team representing the Amazons every single season. So, for instance, Bob could choose the race that's completely unrepresented and he's guaranteed to go into the Elite Trophy. There you go, Rob, making it nice and easy for you. And you can play crazy plays in the Champions League.
For the first round, anyway.
At least for the first round, absolutely. So,
Breeze is after one interesting question. What decides which team is the best in the season? Is it highest rank? Is it highest division or is it best record?
It'll be the highest placed team in the league.
Okay.
Okay, so the team that's closest to the Premiership or in the Premiership with the best record for that race.
Okay. Just before we go any further, the Dark Elves are in a little spot of bother here, which is they're going to have to throw over a catcher or an Agility 5-piece if they're not careful. Neither of which really fill me with any joy. So we need to sort of work out how they're going to get around this.
Why? Why's he got to throw over a catcher here? There's a lineman here that's Agility 4 that he could sort out.
I could just throw over that. Well, I suppose.
No, he doesn't need to throw over it. He can blitz him out of the way, Andy. Come on, he's not got any skills.
Well,
difficult to get down.
I was just considering. What we might do. I think I would blitz it out of the way.
But the question here is, who do you score with if you're Al Bundy? Down he goes. The wrestle piece drags him down. Oh, he's gone for the push. Is there a reason for that push?
I don't know.
No, stumped here.
No,
I got nothing.
No, I'm afraid I'm all confuzzled. That's giving him a 6+ intercept, and it's 3+ 2+. Sorry, it's 2+, 3+, 2+. I don't know.
Of course, this is normally the point when you're playing against Wood Elves that you remember that Googly Eyes Elf has got pass block.
Hmm.
Well, no interception there, but you're right. That was a bizarre choice not to take the whistle. If that was the play that you were going to go for, then...
Yeah, I don't like that.
So this,
I don't like
with that early turnover from Zeramal, because of that failed pickup, this is turning, unfortunately, into a bit of a shootout, because the Dark Elves need to get back on level terms.
Yep. You're going to see another quick Dark Elf score, surely.
Another Wood Elf score, you mean?
Oh, is it Wood Elves receiving now? No, it's not. It's Dark Elves.
Oh, it is a Dark Elf. Yeah, you're right. It is Dark Elves because the Wood Elves receive first. Yeah, you're quite right. So another quick Dark Elf score to make it 2-2, if he possibly can. 4, 4, 8, 9, 3, 6, 9. The casualties seem to have slowed down as well.
I'm quite fine with 1 million badly hurt, because that just helps both teams level up. So I'm quite pleased with that.
We're now live, by the way, viewers. This is now live. We have caught up. 2 tackle zones on the catch and the lino nearby. Yeah. Bob's pleased that he could qualify. All you need to do, Bob, is find a team that's not represented by anyone else. The least popular races back in the old Chaos Edition were ogres at the end, goblins and Amazons, bizarrely. Amazons always surprise me.
Amazons are good. I like Amazons.
They're very slow though, aren't they? Really.
I started thinking about Amazons are just good at low TV, and then sort of he like some young crept into my head, and I thought, no, just leave it, walk away.
So Zung, talk to us about which races call to you and why.
I quite like developing the teams. So
any particular race, or is that it generally? You just like developing the teams, building the teams, etc., or are there specific teams that you have a yearning for over others?
Well, yes, there are. On the back of that, I initially stuck with Orcs in both leagues.
Oh, we've got bribes. We have bribes.
Oh, good.
That's
excellent.
Nice. Okay, so you started with Orcs. Okay, and obviously you played. Did you play Orcs in both the OCC and the UK bubble?
Yes, I did. OCC from season 2. I joined OCC a couple of months late, halfway through season 1, and UK bubble sometime after that. I think it was through meeting guys in Ventrilo.
Okay.
Really, that got me into that. And the Orcs were good. I had some success with Orcs. The despised in OCC were regular Division 1 visitors. But back in those days, there were 3 or 4 really big, nasty Chaos teams in the top division, basically trying to stop Flix and Denarian winning it every year.
Yeah.
And the Orcs didn't prosper, and so I figured if you can't beat them, join them. So I went Chaos, and I do like Chaos. The only drawback really is that you need a lot of team value to make them work, and my OCC team are contriving to not be that. I keep losing people, but when you get them to around the 2,000 mark, they've got the lot. I like the resilience and strength of the Chaos Warriors. Are amongst the best pieces in Blood Bowl. Everybody else having horns is very nice. There's very little setting up assists in regular play, and I like you got a lot of flexibility.
Okay. And kind of spinning that on its head, are there any particular races that you just either, I suppose, don't get on with? You've tried and failed and tried again and failed some more. or you just don't like for whatever reasons.
I don't like the fragile ones, to be honest.
Anything that goes splat. So stunties are out, Amazons, Norse, the glass cannon type teams, the underworlds.
I could see me enjoying lizards and necro, but beyond that, no, not really. I've played against a lot of elves, as obviously we all have over the years, and it seems to me that elfin play just relies a heck of a lot on not rolling a 1.
It's another 1. Speaking of that, well done.
There you go.
There is a 1 for the Dark Elves again. And he didn't re-roll this time, and the scatter has been slightly more fortuitous this time, but still.
Yeah. Brave to not re-roll that.
Yeah.
The reason that was brave is because if the ball gone forwards, the kick lineman can be easily moved out of the way, and you've got a 3+ pickup again. So while it is a long way back, that's still very brave.
Yeah.
Controversially, I also think that, contrary to the Blood Bowl community's commonly held belief that strength teams are for noobs, and the real skill lies in agility teams, I disagree. I think agility teams allow you to play reasonably sloppily often and get away with it just because you've got an agility 5 guy here or a leaping 1-turner there, and if you're out of position, they're so fast you can just get back into it. The direct opposite of that, I found playing dwarves, and it really hammers it home that you've got to be thinking. It's not chess. You're not thinking 5 moves ahead, but before you move a piece, you are very much aware of how is this going to end up, because if I get it wrong, these little fuckers are only movement 4. So that's another thing. I like the play style of strength teams, and I think it takes as much thought, if not more, to play them well than it does agility teams with vast amounts of pace.
Okay. So, I think I tend to agree with that. I played high elves for quite a while. They drive me nuts though. I actually played just a pickup game in the Cabal Open League, Cabal Open League this week, and played high elves, and it's the first time I've played high elves in a little while, and they got butchered. It was the first game I played with them. The opening block on the blitzer that happened was by a Yeti and wrecked his career, niggled him. But, it was a TV 1000 team, so I didn't particularly mind so much. And God, he's having a long think about it here, isn't he? Ceramol, he's thinking, how can I get to the ball? Ceramol, I can tell you how you get to the ball here. It's a 3 and then a 2.
Fast forward a bit. You need to fast forward a little bit, because he's on my screen live. He actually has got and worked something out.
Okay, well we're not there yet.
It's very well thought out, actually. Yeah, if someone's watching the stream, I think he's done very well there.
I can't.
Round of applause as well. Very good.
It must be on turn 9 still, because I can't flip past it. So.
Oh, dead ward answer.
Oh, don't break the suspense. Just pause.
Sorry, you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait and watch and see whether I was telling the truth or whether I was just doing an Andy Daly.
You hope.
We came up on the stream last night with a couple of extra new moves, by the way, Gav.
Okay.
So we've got Blodge, that is the standard definition
I
for
heard
block
some
and
of
dodge.
these. Did we have Blenzy?
Yeah. We had a Blenzy, yeah.
No, that wasn't a difficult answer. Oh, we fell over.
Just for the viewers, that's what we were applauding, by the way. Ceramol's recovery of the ball and then passing
yeah,
it.
he's
really
done very well there.
Very elegant.
And it looks like Al Bundy's broken failed pickup is going to cost him again.
Yeah. For the record, there is still 2 dice on the ball. The problem is that while you can get a fairly easy 2 dice on the ball, you can't get the fucking thing back, and that's the problem. Because the Witch Elf can just come in and blam him, which is fine, because it's only strength 2. However, when he sidesteps backwards, because he will sidestep towards the edge, nothing can get there other than maybe the Agi 5 guy. And then what do? It's a world of trouble. This is going to be 3-1.
You're staking your reputation on that, Andy.
This is going to be 3-1. I am calling 3-1. Bundy has had some pretty poor dice. Make no mistake. But it's still going to be 3-1.
Keith Carr says, Zunk, that if he wants to play chess, I'll play chess. Blood Bowl is about crowd-pleasing 5+ throws and multiple sprints. Bob agrees with Keith. Loki Star thinks it's an interesting point that you've made about those strength teams as well.
Thank you, Loki Star. The others, of course, are what's that word? Wrong.
Bulldogs throwing around, allegations of an agility 4 crutch to people as well. Tend to agree with that as well. And he had one of those for many years. Bushranger is good evening, by the way, James Overlord, crazy UK guy. It's hard for strength teams to catch agility teams or keep them contained if you're not getting the rolls. Positionally, that's kind of going back to what Zunk was saying. It's about positioning. It's keeping that position tight, making sure you don't overcommit one way or the other. Yeah. I have to say that this match that I was playing, as I was explaining on Cabal Open League, I was getting mullered, and I thought, oh Christ, I'm going to get absolutely slammed here. And I was down to by the end of the game. By the end of the first half, I think I was down to 7 players. I didn't, however, account for my opponent's lack of skill. I'll be polite. Lack of skill, and I just proceeded to watch bizarre positional choices for the rest of the game, and I managed to win 2-1 with only, and it was against Norse as well. So Norse were butchering me, and he had a runner, he had a Yeti, he had berserkers and all sorts of things like that. Oh hello, he's gone for the 1 dice on the ball carrier.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right choice.
With the tackle though, I suppose he was going for the 5-6.
It was 6 dice with a Witch Elf. 6 dice sounds a bit odd when you first think about it, but it's 2 dice, re-roll 2 dice.
Yeah. And yeah, so the game ended with me winning 2-1, despite having basically been completely diced. But I have to admit, I rolled enough double ones to remind me why I no longer play elves, because that was the point that I was getting really cross with Blood Bowl, because with my elf team, you notice every single one you roll, because that's your failure rate. You roll a 1, you're done. Okay, that's why I'm over the moon with Orcs and Goblins, because I don't notice the 1s as much.
No, because they're mixed in with 2s, which are also fucking veiled.
Yes. Exactly, but it's a funny little psychological thing. I can cope with it better. I don't know why, it's just what it is.
Nope.
However, with the strength teams, of course, Gav, you are rolling less dice because you're not making, 6 dodges in a turn. You're making 1 maybe.
You've watched me play. You've played me, son.
All right.
I'm not sure I roll less dice. I'm sure Andy would agree.
Most
with that as well.
orc coaches, then. Typical orc teams.
I roll
dice.
a lot of dice, even with my orcs. Bizarrely enough, often on 2 pluses with go for it, but there you go.
Just to finally put that earlier supposition to bed, I'm not saying that agility teams are either OP or easy mode at all. What I'm saying is that both agility and strength have got their own challenges, and the strength teams aren't easy mode. That's my point.
Oh, surf!
Got one, get in the crowd. Get a hot dog whilst you're there, mate. Ooh, and it's an expensive one.
This always cheers Andy up.
Hey! Play of the day! Play of the day! Fucking...
Oh, and it's an injury.
Oh, he said to come off, look!
No, his head has not fallen off. It's just badly hurt. It's all fine.
It's an agility point. He's lost agility.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be apothecary. This will be fine.
It's Apoth.
It'll be fine.
He's badly hurt.
Yes! Winner!
Oh.
Never in my history of stuff do I like to see a dark elf getting surfed, getting hurt. Unless, of course, I'm playing against him.
I need to reset Altdorf West. Why, is there a game about to start, Leapak? When you say reset it, do you mean roll it over? I'm sure one of the Altdorf East.
See, if only I was an admin, Gav. Just saying, just throwing that out there.
You wouldn't be able to do anything. Which game? I've got a feeling the admins for Altdorf East or West will be here. Have a look. There's no naming and shaming here. But if you're watching the stream, I'd get on it right now. Altdorf West, no, neither of them are here.
Stonewall's an admin.
It's Altdorf East, is it, or is it Altdorf West? It's Altdorf East. Oh. Right, well that's okay. I can quickly flip out. Interactive TV here. Right, keep telling us what's happening, folks.
Okay. Well, we just skipped forward 35 seconds because Gav was clearly behind. We just had a quick snap.
Okay.
Which should mean that we'll see some more punched elves. And cleverly, if Albundy gets this right, he can chain push his guard piece back out again. So he doesn't make a dodge.
Altdorf West. It's not Altdorf West, Lupac. East.
Altdorf East.
Okay. He changed his mind. You changed your mind several times, Lewis. Schedule. Did we have a disconnect, did we, Lupac?
There's not a lot happening, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was going to say, your radio coverage is rubbish.
We've had a block.
Nothing happening.
There's literally nothing happening.
An elf has gently pushed another elf.
Yeah.
The rest of them are all now thinking about it.
What is interesting, has he seen it? I think he's seen it, maybe. Yeah, he's seen it, good. Is to note that the Mighty Blow Blitzer has made one knockdown, I think in 6 or 2 in 6. It's terrible. And every turn he goes after hunting after a blockless elf. Situation
All done,
has not
Lupac.
gone
Reset.
well.
Reset is done.
I think Faroith, number 7 line elf on the Wood Elf side, would be my target.
Yeah, I agree.
Think of him.
I'm just going to say it again. It's hot, isn't it? It's properly hot. I'm dripping.
Lovely.
Is that too much? I feel. I tell
That's
you
a
what.
little
I feel like Bertha Big Fist, fully armoured with Puggy Bacon Breath, running backwards and forwards between my legs. That's how moist I am.
You can get special pants when you get to a certain age.
Oh, aren't we pleased he's not dead? Look, he's just made a stun.
I don't like this new you. This sort of, I hope all the elves are okay. What the hell?
It's fine. It won't last.
Are we still publishing that recipe book? You know, sort of what to do with a dead elf, a million ways to cook one.
How to cook a dead elf.
The ref has decided that the Dark Elves are a disgrace to Blood Bowl due to the lack of Wood Elf casualties, and have sent them to the stands to think about what they haven't done. Wow. I can't get a response from the server now. That's annoying, isn't it?
I also think both coaches have forgotten they've got a fucking bribe, which is very upsetting. Oh, that's right. Runner's managed to drop the ball for the 4th time, or whatever it is. Honestly, anyone would think that guy was a high elf thrower, because he's certainly playing like one this week. I don't know if Lorenzo's around, but he's certainly playing like a high elf thrower.
Grandmaster B for Butterfingers. Useless.
Yes.
And there we go. Oh, look! Tapestry's match has just gone live. Let's not watch that.
Oh, okay. No, we should.
What division is that in?
On Wednesday, that'd be great.
We're not going to watch Tapestry's game, as much as we love him. Right, live Blood Bowl coming back. Here we go. Moaning about the lack of bribe use is a bannable offence. You wish, Keith. Right, so this is looking pretty bad for the Dark Elves, isn't it?
It does, but that Witch Elf's in all sorts of peril.
Was there a blitz then, or?
No, he just managed to drop the ball again.
Oh, jeez.
Grandmaster Butterfingers doing a thing. Very poor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
I can
actually
see
his
the
name?
wheels.
Grandmaster B. Does the B stand for Butterfingers? I like it.
Well, apparently.
Oh, 20 Phoenix is through to the next round of We Don't Give a Shit. There, we're well done with 20 Phoenix.
Oh, don't be like that, Andy. That's not nice.
Well done, 20.
That's just not nice. I mean, why are you being like that, Andy? There's no reason for you to be like that.
No, it's fine.
Be
I'm
pleased
just not.
for 20 Phoenix.
No, I am pleased for him.
Why are you feeling a bit salty at the moment?
I'm not. There's no saltiness here.
Okay.
3 out of 3. I'm top of my division. Everything's fine. I've even won my OCC in division with 2 games to spare. So quite pleased with that as well.
Wobbett conceded. Why did Wobbett concede there, Keith?
Because apparently he doesn't care.
That's not like Wobbett.
I can't hear Andy for all the salt. Honestly.
Hold still, Gav. Right. Oh, gee. This is gonna. You know what's gonna have to happen here, Andy. You know how I like them. I think we're gonna see a passing play.
Young like the Amazons.
We're gonna see it. Wow, nice. I think we're gonna see a passing play here, aren't we? Okay.
I think we might. I think I think we not might. I think they've got literally no choice. Although if Al Bundy could outthink Ceramol a little bit here, because the elf that's just inside the halfway line is a loner elf. So if he picks the ball up and stands in the end zone, no one can get there, and he can just wait next turn until the witch elf's not unstunned, and be bothersome. Although saying that, he's just gone and done that, so never mind. Gav, that banner's really dull. That really is a very dull banner. Has anyone ever told you how boring that banner is?
I don't know what you're talking about, Andy.
This is going to be 4-1. Poor Al Bundy.
Or has he failed a pickup again?
No, but something's going to go wrong.
Oh no, this is a chance for an outrageous play. It's situations like this that Bob plays Blood Bowl for.
I'm still thinking that if the dice cooperate, if Butterfingers can pick the ball up, a long pass down to the agility 5 movement elf is the way forwards.
He's blitzing him out of the way. Oh dear. Is that a sidestep piece? It is as well. Do you scatter onto the ball here?
Not onto the ball. Anywhere, but not onto the ball.
Okay.
Because you could get... I would have put a tackle zone on the runner myself. And you make the runner have to do a dodge out and dodge back in again and dodge out again.
Yeah, it makes sense. Anything else to do here is roll the 3+, the 2+.
The runner does have pass, so let's not forget about that.
Interesting first skill on a runner.
And the correct player to throw it to is probably the blitzer on the halfway line.
Why is he the correct one?
Unless you can unless you can throw it to the guard piece, which is not through the intercept. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Well, you could probably play it to that guard runner, the guard line elf, not tagged, and then you can hand it off to the agility 5 guy and score. So I reckon we're looking at 3+, 2+.
Oh, he's failed the pickup. He's got to use.
Of course he has. His name's Whacker. His name is fucking Whacker.
Oh, and there's a 1 to follow it up, and even though the witch elf then followed that up with a failed catch, and look where it's scattered. Oh dear. I think it's time to say goodnight to this match. I think, folks, it's not been one for the purists.
Unless your name's Saramol.
Well, yeah, Saram will be pleased. That's the second touchdown of the match for Bright Eyes, if he's the one that chooses to go with it. He's not even got a tackle piece there, so he's got the dodge built into the 2+ dodge.
Well, I think Simon Garfunkel had the right idea regarding Bright Eyes. Pour petrol on him and toss a match there. Burn like fire, you little bugger.
Blackwell Forest West, Norse vs Tonians on turn 2. Oh, that might be nice.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Let's go and look at that.
Oh,
And hopefully Albundy won't lose by more than 4.
What's happened here to my Blood Bowl seems to have stopped. Well, that's annoying. Yep, it has stopped. Right, let's close that.
What's the team names, Bulldog?
Even my Blood Bowl stopped working. It was such a done match. So there you go. Altdorf East, Undead versus Wood Elves right now. That's on. Question there for you. We'll give this to Zunk then, Glasshammer. What are the thoughts on niggled Wood Elf catchers? Instant fire?
Have they got any skills?
Yeah, what skills have they got, Glasshammer? Reborn again. Well, Keith Carr states Andy is out of the Cup FC. Gallagate Cavaliers. Bjorn again versus Gallagate Cavaliers. Shh, Bulldog, it's clearly Andy is out of the Cup. Stop bringing it up, Keith. You know how he gets.
Can we watch one of Keith Carr's games?
Right, so what have we got?
To answer Glasshammer, whilst you're browsing there, unless they'd got something unusual like agility 5 or movement or something like that, I'd get rid. I always do on my strength sides that a niggle's just a deferred death sentence. So unless he's really vital, that he's got something that you can't easily replicate,
So
I'd probably chop him in.
Gallagate End Cavaliers versus Reborn again. There we go. So we're going to catch some of that match.
It's Bulldog playing it as well.
It is.
Look, Bulldog, this is how to play Bretonian.
These are the Bretonians I played recently, Andy.
Oh, this is Zunk's division as well. Here we go, Zunk. We're covering one from your division.
Yay!
What I like about this tier is we've just watched a lot of Blood Bowl about how to play the game. This will really sort of hit home maybe the difference. What skills has that Yeti got? I bet it's got dodge and break tackle, hasn't it?
I thought you weren't bringing up. It's got no star player points, to be fair. So let's have a look at these Norsemen. Let's see if we've got any skilled up ones. So we've got an agility 4 lineman. You'd have taken the agility 4 on that, Andy? Would you? That's agility 4 Norse lineman. You'd take the agility 4 if you rolled the 11, yeah?
Yeah, I think I would on it. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Then he's got a berserker. First skill on a berserker, Andy.
Mighty blow. Next pick.
Yeah, he's done the next pick on a berserker.
Piling on.
Yeah.
Next pick. Tackle.
Unless you roll a double, in which case it's jump up, yeah?
Yeah.
They've already got jump up, but yeah.
Oh, of course they do, yeah. I forgot that. What if you roll a double then on berserker? What do you take?
Nothing. Mighty blow. Piling on.
Not dodge.
Nope.
Dodge.
Mighty blow. Piling on.
They're there to kill things, aren't they?
Okay.
Mighty blow, piling on, tackle. Stand firm, maybe eventually.
Guard. Because everyone needs guard.
Okay, that's everyone that he's got skills on at the moment, by the looks of it. So let's have a look at this Bretonian team, Kalskarata's lot. So, any skill ups? No. All pretty new teams. Okay, so we've got a blocker, 2 skilled blocker, Andy.
Oh, are they the ones that start with wrestle?
Yeah.
Well, they're the only ones with strength access, so I'm Mighty Blow and piling on.
Mighty blow and guard he's got.
Skilled wrong.
1 skill blitzer. Dodge.
Dodge.
And the second one that's not sure hands on a Bretonian blitzer. Do you take 1 with sure hands?
Well,
You can see where he's going. You get a lot of skinks and gutter runners, more dancers with strip board, don't you? So you see why.
Cheers. Been thinking about cutting the niggled catcher for a while. One of my catchers has plus movement, the other one is an agility 6 pickup machine. So going back to that niggled catcher conversation, the skills that he's got for them, they've got lots of skills. Sidestep, block, sure feet on one, block, fend on another. Then he has agility 6 and one of my catchers has plus movement, the other is an agility. Yeah, there we go. Which one's got the niggle then? Glass hammer. Niggled wood elf catchers. What skills have you got on the niggled ones? Oh, and this has been talked about on the stream last night actually. Hon has bought the wizard upgrade, hasn't he, on the on his stadium?
I think he's forgotten about it though, to be fair.
Okay. Did he not use his wizard last night?
Well, he seems to use it on about sort of turn 16. I think maybe what happens is he scrolls along the side of the pitch and goes, "What's that? Oh, it's the wizard shop." I think that's what happens.
So, I heard this being discussed last night. Is having a wizard not a little bit suicidal?
Double-edged sword?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Failed
I think
dauntless there.
Very double-edged.
So, yes or no, do you take it?
I haven't in my high elves, and I don't think I would want to take it, but I can understand the premise. I think if I was playing as high TV elves versus low TV everything else, then fuck it, why not? But then again, would I want to give everyone a free wizard and then basically a free bribe every week? Because they're going to take a wizard, a bribe, and then, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Fair enough. Right, so Glasshammer, his niggled catchers, he's got 2 that have niggles by the looks of it, and correct me, Glasshammer, if I'm getting this wrong. That was just done. So Glasshammer, first of all, Wood Elf catcher has sidestep, block, sure feet, and a niggle. Keep that, let it go.
Let it go. The non-special ones, if they've got a niggle, I'd bin them.
Yep.
Because you know what's going to happen. They're going to pick up MVPs and be the only elf within scoring distance time and time again, and then they're going to die. So you might as well just get a box rich one.
So that advice, I'm guessing, well, I know the answer. That advice goes the same for the one that's block fen. Just get rid of them.
Don't forget, all the other opponents are going to clock the niggle and knock themselves out to target him anyway. So it's putting a target over his head. So I'd get rid.
Can I just confirm that more than one of these have got niggles?
Yeah, the block fend one and the sidestep block sure feet.
Okay.
Have both got niggles.
Yeah.
Do you cut them at the same time, or do you cut the block fend one first and then keep the block sidestep sure feet one a little while longer?
Nope. Bye bye. Everyone goes.
They all go. Reduce the TV. And replace them as soon as you can. Okay.
We talked about this a lot.
Do you play with 4 Wood Elf catchers then? Or was that extreme? No. What's optimal with Wood Elves, and how many catchers do you have?
2.
Just 2.
Maybe 3. 4 is extravagant. 2, maybe 3. I would go with more than. Would go with 3. If one of the first 2 didn't get a move increase. Because what you're looking for, in my opinion, is a catcher with sure hands, and maybe ability 5 to go and fetch the ball once it's gone loose. A catcher which you can do 1 turn, and then you've got like a spare one. But you really need those two roles are the 2 roles you're looking for. So that's only 2 slots, only need 2 catchers.
Oh my god, there you go, Glasshammer, that's all you need to see. Even Bob and his yak would target those 2 Wood Elf catchers. He wouldn't look for any crazy plays. He'd go Wood Elf catcher hunting, and then go back to crazy plays after they're sorted out. Yeah, Glasshammer's saying though, with what he's got now, the Agility 6 one that you've built is, as Andy's just been saying, Glasshammer, the Agility 6 one that you should be looking at doing, you should be turning him into your ball retriever rather than a thrower. One thing that elf teams don't suffer from is a lack of ability to score touchdowns. You should perhaps be using the Agility 6 one as the guy that's kind of just hanging back, waiting for the ball to present itself, and then dodging through multiple tackle zones on the way to picking up the ball to get it to safety.
I just posted the percentage chance there. Glasshammer, look, AV7 no niggle, 16% chance of going off field. AV7 niggle, 25% chance of going off pitch. And let's just for a second just add Mighty Blow into the mix. You're then looking at nearly a 40% chance of going off the field. In fact, you are looking at 40% chance of going off field. And if you add Mighty Blow and piling on into that, you're looking at a 50+% chance of going off field. So let's not add a niggle into the mix. They already leave the field as it is.
Shout out to Antosh, who's returned to the UKBBL. Antosh used to ply his trade in one of the Premiership divisions, I believe, with his Dark Elf team. Also has attended some tabletops in his time and abused me verbally. Welcome back to the UKBBL, Antosh. It's great to have you back. But he's asking a question about same question about how many catchers, I suppose, they're runners, I suppose, in Skaven team. Do you take all 4 gutter runners?
Oh, massively. Definitely take all 4 gutter runners. It's a question of whether or not you take a thrower. Maybe you take 1, maybe, for the free access to leader, because the skill leader is 20 TV and the reroll is 60. But then by the time you factor in another skill to replace the skill you just given for leader, that's 40 TV, so you've only really saved yourself 20 TV. It's not such a massive saving. No.
Keith Carr, if you want us to manage your team, all you need to do is send me a PM with your login details, and I'll take it from there. Totally honest, not a problem at all. Right, so what's going on? There's an awful lot of Norse players having a little nap at the moment. You've got to be feeling good if you're Kalskarata here, haven't you?
You have. The only fear I would have if I was Kalskarata here is that tomorrow might happen before we get to turn 3.
Turn 3? I'm on turn 4.
Turn 4, sorry, alright then, turn 5. It just feels like it's a very long game.
It's thoughtful.
But in tier 4, thoughtful?
I'm in tier 4, cheeky son.
Yeah, but you like misclicking. Like, you just make it interesting because of the misclicks. You had that game with me.
Don't start.
So don't upset the guests, Andy. People don't come on the show to get abused by the likes of you. That's your job.
It really was a spectacular misclick.
It was
phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a 2 TD swing effectively, because I looked at it and thought, yeah, you'll be fine here, and we'll go on and score and make it 1-0. And then it was very, very much a gift. It was just unfair, silly game.
Oh, the accidents happen.
Mhm.
You know, everyone loses games occasionally,
Mm.
don't they? So
Mhm.
you know, you don't have the guests on the show, so they come along to get abused. So it's not really right that you would do that. So Zunk, obviously you have done something that very few coaches have done in the UKBBL, with my co-host being the exception, who's done it on 5 occasions before he even brings it up himself. You have won the UKBBL in season 22, as I said at the introduction. Talk us through your memories of that season, and who did you play in the final? Do you remember that?
Yes, it was the Orcs. Oh God, playing red.
Magfa.
Andy, help me out.
It was
Magfa's Orcs. That was it.
Orcs, yeah.
Who actually finished? I was in Prem East that season, and he finished top, and I was second.
So that was another championship that the East won. That happens a lot.
It was, Gav. Yes.
It's been a long time since the West have won.
I didn't mention it, as it's almost axiomatic, isn't it? Is it worth even pointing that out?
Well, I think it's important that we make Andy dwell on his failings.
Word of the day.
Season, but...
Word of the day, though.
Which word of the
Thanks
day?
very much.
There'll be 27 people googling what the fuck that actually meant. In fact,
Axiomatic.
28 if you include me. Very good.
It's something that's so patently apparent that it doesn't even warrant examining. It's just true beyond debate. Like the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, etc.
So you played Magfa in the final, and you remember that. What are your recollections of the season?
Well, it was playing catch up that I think we weren't looking to finish in the top two the way things were going. I think we were sort of thirdish, fourthish for most of the season, but finished with a string of wins, snuck in second spot, and then with a Chaos team missing. I think we were missing one warrior through an MNG, and I think we'd also got a baby warrior that one had died. And we had to face Hon in the semis with the full strength Muffin Rangers. So pretty much I was already booking holiday plans, forgetting about the final.
Yeah.
But after an absolutely shocking start, we actually sort of dug in. And I think we won in extra time against Hon. That was tight. KO Delph. And against Magfa in the final. Again, he got off to a flying start, but then Claw won the day, and again, it was a narrow win, extra time.
And what were you doing this season, Andy? Do you remember season 22? Where were you? Was that when the pitch were on their way up, or?
I don't know. Have a look. I'm gonna have a look. Season 22.
Season
I'll be
22.
right there.
Yeah.
I think it was when they were on the way up, because we did play pitch a heck of a lot in the last few seasons.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we won any of them. I definitely drew a couple.
Are you sure it was season 22 you won it?
I think so.
No, season 21.
Oh,
it was season 21.
Was it?
Because, season 22 I won. Season 21, Redlands Go Faster, Dreadnoughts, Prem East, Mighty Muffin and Rangers and Ghoul Wanna Have Fun, which was Anton in the West.
Anton's still good.
Gav, your best ever finish, season 21. Final, third, with 17 points.
That's not true, Andy. I finished. No. I've actually been to the playoffs.
Oh, wow. Who let you in?
You knocked me out.
Just for reference.
Do you not remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that goblin failed the catch in the end zone.
Oh, yeah. Slap my pitch up for those who were really wondering, because all pitch fans are out there. I was in Outdoor Feast that season. I went 9-1-1 with an impressive touchdown delta of 12.
How does he do it? How does he make everything about him? It's quite impressive. We're here dwelling on Zunk's past glories back in season 21.
Zunk's only glory.
And he's turned it around once again in a show of disrespect to our esteemed guest here tonight to make it all about the Andy Davo show.
To spin that round, Gav, as a counterpoint for that, would you like to ask Andy who it was who suggested that he start playing Chaos in both franchises?
Okay, Andy, who suggested that you should start playing Chaos?
Zunk, who was it?
Fuck.
Yeah, to be honest, it escapes me as well. Still, I'm
honestly, wait till I go. You.
It's not been the most. Let's be fair though. It's not been the most. It's not been the most successful change. I mean,
what?
Hang on. Let me justify that. Okay. How many seasons did you play with Dark Elves, Andy?
Are we including the seasons I had to climb through the lower tiers?
Everything. Yeah, include the climbing up the tiers.
I think I joined in season 6. Would be season 5 because I was tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1. Finished third in tier 1 in the first season on TD difference or something annoying, and then went on and won it 4 out of 6 seasons.
Okay. And then the relegation season, and then you had one more season and you got into the Premiership on the other side, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, and I didn't like it, so I re-rolled.
Yeah, but so you won it how many times, include out of all those seasons? 4 times you won it with the Dark Elves in around, 10 seasons? That's a pretty good return. 40% of the time you won the league with Dark Elves. Now, how many seasons have you been playing Chaos? In both forms. And I'll let you, on this occasion, I'll let you take. In fact, you can reduce it by one season because we had the seeding season. So you don't have to count the seeding season, but the rest you do count. So the climbing up the leagues.
We can't count this season because they can't have won it yet this season. This season doesn't count.
No, you don't count this season. You count last season.
1.
Okay.
2. No, so 1. Because we didn't count the seeding season. We only had one season. So 1, and then if season 21 was I was in North East, that means I was in Tier 3 the season before and Tier 4 the season before that.
Yeah.
So that would be season 19.
Yeah.
So that'd be 10.
So 10 seasons.
No, sorry, we're in season, so we're in 9. 1 in 9.
So 1 in 9. So a little under 10% of the time you win it with Chaos, and you were winning it 40% of the time with Dark Elves. So my statement that the new franchise hasn't been as successful as the old Dark Elf franchise is quite factually correct, because the stats don't lie, and you taught me that, Andy.
However, how many stat increases did the Dark Elves have?
Yeah, quite a few.
And how many stat increases did Pitch have?
None.
There you go.
Ever. Oh no, I got a strength. I got a strength 4 beastman, and then he died the following game. Literally the following game.
Andy, I've heard rumours that your Minotaur has got block. Is this true?
No, it hasn't got block.
Oh. Who was evil enough to post that then?
No, that was me. I was just saying if my Minotaur rolled a double, what would I give it? Because I was tempted with it just about to level up, so I thought, well, maybe I should give it dodge or something. And then decided that was a really stupid idea, so I decided to go. Then I rolled guard instead.
Okay.
I don't like him in there too. I don't. Nothing personal against Deja Mu. He's a lovely lad, but I wouldn't have one.
You're not a fan of the Minotaur?
No. Take away too much from the goat blitzers who are more reliable, but to get the Minotaur to play ball, you often got to blitz with him, which means you're not blitzing with a goat. So I'd rather blitz with the goats.
Namantu, welcome back to the stream. What was the final score?
Dare we ask?
Did Ceramol make double figures?
Don't hold back, Andy. Don't hold back. Do you remember that season that GCBC knocked you into second place, Andy? That was a good season, that, wasn't it? Season 23.
Yeah. He nearly went on won both divisions, actually, I think. Even nearly won OCC and 5-2. Wow.
Fagley Dork.
Did any elves die in the making of that?
Fagley Dork was the player that had strength 4, Andy, just to tickle your memory. Fagley Dork. He was quite a good player, wasn't he?
Well, for a game. Literally, he did die the following game. I've never had an agility 4 beastman, ever. Ever. Just always want to say that. In 150 games of Blood Bowl for Chaos, never had an agility 4 beastman. I'd like to know what the odds on that are. Astronomically unfair, I think, when I looked it up on the latest run of stats.
Corn was very kind to you on casualties, though. That Pitch and what were the other ones called?
What, my current lot?
No, the OCC ones.
I don't know, actually. Don't know what they were called.
You know why I didn't roll any of those stat increases, Andy? From memory, didn't you have a ridiculously overpowered Chaos Dwarf team in the OCC for a while as well? Or certainly an overpowered Bull Centaur.
I did, yeah. He had Bull Centaur with double agi increase. He was quite good.
You got him killed though as well, didn't you?
Yeah, Pidpad killed him with a misclick blitz or something. Where he dodged through attack. Yeah, I think it was a Skaven with agility 2, which had got claw and mighty blow. Dodged into a tackle zone, out the other side, then to whack him, and he died.
That's got to hurt, hasn't it?
6.
There we go.
Double
Did you
6,
see that?
double 6.
Just point that out.
A past 6.
Bulldog was just about to surf that Bretonian blitzer and rolled skull both down. Sorry, Bulldog.
I don't like to see that. Any surf is always a good surf.
So the Calscarata has no rerolls left. Is he going to throw any blocks on turn 8?
The correct answer is no. Let's see what he does. Hopefully he does take 2 minutes thinking about the correct answer is no, and then walks in. It's not Calscarata's turn yet, actually. Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
It is. It is. It is currently Calscarata's turn.
Oh, hang on. But they haven't got the ball.
Oh no, it's Bulldog that has the ball. I stand corrected. Sorry.
Confusing me there.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies.
So the divided opinion is that Calscarata definitely should throw some blocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should. Okay, we're clear. Good.
Yeah, that's good to know. Thanks for the clarification there.
I don't feel like this game's really got anything exciting about it. Maybe we should look at another one, Gav.
Sure. Go and have a look, see what's going on. What was the final score in that match in the end? 5-2. There we go, 5-2. Although that's not the biggest score this week. I don't know if you've seen. There was a 6-4 in the UKBBL this week.
I'm calling fix. Has anyone actually gone in to look at that?
So that sounds like the sort of match Ognash would have played. Except it'd be 5-5, obviously.
We could. There we go. Congratulations, Bulldog. We're going to move away from this match now. Well done on that score. We could, of course, catch one of the highlights games. So 6-4 sounds like a fix. Don't get drawn into Andy's way of thinking, Loki Star. To the viewers.
What about where is Fantastically Clawful?
Well, what I was going to suggest is actually covering one of the viewers' games and critiquing it. Who's brave enough to be critiqued tonight? Who would like the Andy Davo treatment on one of their games? Me. Glassboy. Glassboy wants it. Glassboy got in first. There we go. Which game was that, Glassboy? Tell us who was the team names we need, and we'll find it. And the races.
I would like to see if anyone's got a particular turn, or otherwise we're watching through an entire game.
We're not gonna watch yours again, Al Bundy. You kept rolling ones.
Well, turn 4 in my game from
Foulmaster 3000 versus Dankest Green. That's from my division, funnily enough. So that's Orcs versus Norse.
Bulldog, we did cover some of it. It was just very uneventful, as the word I was looking for.
Now, from my understanding, Gunlogue actually blows this game. I think Gunlogue actually is supposed to win this game, but manages to blow it big time. Are there any key turns that you want us to look at, Glassboy? Yeah, it was very good, Bulldog. You did turn him over and you did win the ball. Well done. It's just TV 1000 games just aren't much. It's a complete mess of a game. Okay. Let's bin on through. So this is, guys, have you got this game? Foulmaster 3000 versus Dankest.
Yeah. And then after that, we're going to quickly look into Texas. Literally like the first turn of the second half. I don't know what went wrong there. Let's look at that.
We'll have a look at this in a moment. So I've skipped on to the start of turn 1, skipping through the setups, and we're now ready for a kick. So I'm now getting a kick, and also kicking. Obviously we have to pay more attention. Oh, and it's raining, so it's in the rain, so that's always a good start. Tips and pointers are good, so we have to keep more on top of this game now. So Andy and I will concentrate, and Zunk will concentrate on the game. If the thing we don't like, we'll pause it, we'll critique it, We'll take it
Which-
forward.
I don't like the Yeti.
You don't like the Yeti.
Just
James
out of principle.
Braun, the multiple block Yeti with guard.
Why?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Well, the good thing about multiple block, it negates the frenzy.
Just means you got to throw 2 blocks instead a different way.
Yeah.
Which team is playing as
So
which is the one that wants the coaching?
Gunlogue, well, both of them can do with it. Gunlogue is the Norse.
You heard that? You heard
Gunlogue,
that here first.
Gunlogue is the Norse, and Glassboy, who's Kocher, is the Orcs. So
Well, I've already spotted who the right elf is to score for the Orcs, and that's the move 7 blitzer.
I've got to play both these teams this season.
Watch out for that movement 7 blitzer, Gav.
Thanks, thanks.
Hang on. First turn. Where the fuck is the troll going? Like what? Like I say, let me now rephrase. Why is the troll on its own, not doing its job, which is to tie shit up? So it shouldn't be there. It should be where it was, really.
I think I'd add to that, as a great fan of Orcs, I'd often put the troll on the scrimmage and organise a 3-die block for him as well.
Mm.
I've got to play my match day 3 match first, Kocher. So I'm playing this Orc team next. So this is good. I get to study it. I've already watched this game once this week, to be fair, so I know what happens. But there you go.
I noticed both teams have got a bribe, by the way. Obviously from the referee rest area, but what I would be considering is, if we've got a bribe, who on the other team do I want to foul? If you're the Orc coach, the thing you want to try and get rid of is the Mighty Blow piling on lineman, Berserker, or the Yeti. And if you're the Norse team, anything.
Also, further to what Andy was saying about where's the troll going, if you're going to have a troll with Orcs, which I always did, I know a lot of folks don't, you don't want to move him if you don't have to. So as a corollary of that, you want him front and centre to start with, and then look to move him once so he becomes a front cage corner, and then he becomes a back cage corner the following turn without actually having moved, and then, you know, leapfrog him like that. So if you peel him off to one wing, although alright he is near the ball, you've got to find some way to engineer bringing him all the way back. A, he's slow, and B, you also need someone to stand next to him to make him cooperate. So for that reason, I would have started in the middle and pushed him forwards.
Are both coaches who are watching this?
Yeah, they are.
In the
They're
stream?
both watching right now. Gunlogue says he thinks it's around turn 6 where it all goes wrong, and he overthinks it. So this is going okay for the Norse at the moment. I don't see any problems so far. The position of the troll is a bit odd.
Yep.
But other than that,
Well,
The troll's recovering though. No, he's changed his mind and is now heading
There we go.
south, which is
He's now engaged.
Well, now he becomes, if we're going down the Orcs' left flank or the right flank as we look at it. No, the troll's looking good for there. It's nice.
I'm playing. Are we playing at your place, by the way, Kocher? Am I away against Dankis Green? I can't remember. I know I'm at home against Gunlogue, so I won't have to face the referee's rest area or the weather. Okay,
so there are some things that I would like to just point out, which I noticed in the Orc turn 3, the blitz was done with a Black Orc, which has just got block and guard. You really should be hitting with a Mighty Blitz, should be with a Mighty Blow guy. And considering how many Mighty Blow guys you've got at your disposal, that shouldn't be too challenging. On the flip side, I'd be very interested in doing blitzes with the Yeti, because it's got Mighty Blow and Claw, because the odds on getting a pit removal with that player are much, much, much higher than with the Mighty Blow piling on one.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And a reroll used there as well. Oh dear.
Might be looking for 3 nice blocks.
The only comment I'd have made on your last turn, Kocher, is I have no idea why you didn't actually move your ball carrier any further forward than that. You were in such a strong position. Why is he so deep? And you're on turn 4 now. It's a long way to go for Orcs. So if you're not in or around the halfway line with the ball by turn 4, it's taken too long.
The Orcs have done quite a nice job that they've got a sort of a crescent moon formation, which is
I like
a great plus. They are corralling the Norse boys up, and as they get squeezed closer together, the Orcs' strength comes into play. They do have quite a bit of guard though on the Norse, which might kibosh that slightly. But he's doing a lovely job here. He's got the ball with a fast lad, miles away from any danger. Surely he's going to score from here. I like what the Orcs are doing.
The only thing I might have commented on this turn is you've got the bribe. Still got the bribe? Oh no, you've used the bribe.
No, the Orcs have used theirs.
I'd have still fouled the bloody Yeti.
Yeah, so would I. Although, what are you going to foul it with?
Well, that's it. Everything's now moved or blocked, etc. So.
Yeah, the only one that's worth fouling with is the guard lineman. Because it's the least value piece.
That guard lineman used to... Oh no, that's not the one that used to play for me. Where's my
Does he not?
Dular. There he is. He's on the bench. Oh, I sold him to you in good faith, Kocher, and you're leaving him on the bench? Jesus Christ.
Oh, frenzy trap. Oh dear.
I remember discussing Dular's contract with you, Gav, a couple of weeks ago.
On,
so you did sell it. Nice.
Oh, Gunlog, you've just put your Mighty Blow piling on Berserker at massive risk there. Because you didn't pile on, and now he's going to get Mighty Blow hit to the face. I think that's a brave decision.
That's an interestingly built Orc thrower, strength 4, block and tackle.
They don't. I thought they all came with stat increases in this division.
Yeah, that's very true actually. I've even joined the club now. Bizarre, isn't it? This is the most bizarre division. Although this Norse team doesn't seem to have any. Have you seen any stat increases on the Norse boys?
No. Oh, that's brave. Why would you run along the sideline? I know you got sidestep, but still.
That is a nice blitzer. A little bit jealous.
Well, the troll's been stupid. Ah, I see what you did there. You made the troll throw the block, deliberately waiting for the double both down. This is where I know nothing. But
it's getting close to turn 6 now.
How do you fuck this up? This would take some monumental fucking up to get this to go wrong.
I mean, Betfred would be offering you cash out right now for almost the full amount. This is done.
Yeah. It'd take a monumental misclick of epic proportions to fuck this
Shut
up.
up.
It's the Norse. It's the Norse team that it all goes a bit wrong for, I think.
We haven't got the ball. It can't go wrong.
Well, they've now got a tackle zone on the.
Well, that's fine. You can blitz that off. That's dead easy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only a 6+ dodge. No, it's fine. Do you think the Norse players, when they run, they look a bit pissed? Because they never actually walk through the square. They sort of walk round it, across it.
I think they probably are.
And sort of never manage to walk in straight lines.
They are supposed to be that way inclined.
Well, there must be, because you wouldn't convince anything with 2 brain cells otherwise to go out there and, right, we want you to go and play that. Armour, no, we haven't got any. Just go and play, you'll be fine.
Here we go. Right, blitz on the player. There we go, he's out the way. All done, dusted.
Right, now you can go and walk it in. Now you can go and walk it in. Now you can walk it in. There's something wrong here.
No, there's a few blocks to be had first there, Andy. Surely. He's got a re-roll. He's got 2 re-rolls in hand. And
There we go, he scored. What's wrong with that?
Well, pretty standard. Nicely done. Well done.
Yeah.
It's good.
I like that the Orcs recognise that they've got a particularly unusually pacey player, dragged all the Norse over to one side of the pitch, formed a crescent moon in front of them and just ran behind it. Lovely. Classic Orc.
Good drive. Fairly happy with the stand of the play there, Andy, following what they should be doing. This is Tier 2 Blood Bowl.
Yeah, sorry, I was more distracted. My girlfriend walked in, and she looks like a ghost. She's she's covered in white cream on her face. Just that.
It's not your birthday, is it?
No, not yet. That's next month. Sorry, I was rather distracted. I saw the touchdown, and then got distracted by the ghost, which is very sunburnt as well. She's covered in sunburn, which is also funny. Anyway.
Or was it from this weekend?
Yeah, red and white stripes.
No.
It is quite comfortable, your sofa, isn't it?
It's got 2 bedrooms.
I think I'm going to find out.
It's got 2 bedrooms.
Oh yeah, the other one's got a desk.
Right, here
in
we
it,
go.
though.
Let's find out now. Let's see what happens. There are 3 turns for the Norse to score. This is where it's getting interesting. This is what we've been told. This game has been sold by Gunlogue and Glassboy. Well, to be fair, Gunlogue, Andy's other half is not.
Yeah, she's Polish.
Not English. Hence why she suffers even worse from sunburn. So we've got Snoop Dogg taking a brick to the face.
And a touchback. Right. Don't give it to the snow troll. Do not give it to the snow troll. Give it to the guy furthest back, with the furthest to run.
Well, she's done. That's right. He's done that.
No. I'm not entirely sure that was right. Although he's movement 7. All right. Okay. Maybe. Multiple block. This is a brave opening move. Your second action is with the loner. Oh, it was a good loner.
Oh, and an injury.
On Gav's lineman.
No, it wasn't my lineman. That was that's the other one. That's my lineman, the one that I sold him.
Pile on, pile on. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, these Orcs in a couple of hundred TVs time are going to be bloody hard work when everybody's got block guard.
So he's cleared 2
dear.
pieces off the pitch. Of course, Dular, ex-Feyenoord player, is the one that managed to, get through his armour roll. So, well done, Dular. It's good to see you doing well. I can see that you've done nothing.
Oh, and another casualty. Wow.
And Dular's now injured. That's brutalised. Ex-Feyenoord player there. So that's
See why he was sold, can't you?
that was 3 linemen cleared off the pitch there, ladies and gentlemen.
And the troll! And the troll! Jesus Christ! Right, you're going to have to go something to fuck this up.
Regen happened.
Okay, right. So you've got a 4-player advantage. A 4-player... It doesn't get to look any better than that, by the way. You can't take more pieces out short of a thrown rock.
I think the Orcs are making the best of a bad job, though. I like how they're setting up there. That is pretty optimal.
Yeah, that's solid, that.
I think it's best. I think it's the best available. Guess you're right. 4-man, big advantage.
This is what went wrong.
5 men.
Were you going to see a skull? Oh no, we're not going to see us. How on earth do you wreck this? 5 removals. What you should be doing next is you should just run everyone else. Now you've made your dice roll you have to make. Now do all the other things you don't need roll dice to do. So you can run the guy through with the ball. What? The misclick.
Oh!
You ended turn. That's what you did. Oh no!
Did you
Oh,
click
no.
end turn or did you run out of time? Gunload. Did you click end
Oh,
turn or did you
no.
run out of time? Answer the question. Time or misclick?
I've got to know. I've got to
Time
know.
or misclick? Ran
Oh,
out of
he's
time.
saying time out. Oh,
Ran out
nightmare.
of time. How
Oh,
did you
no.
run out of time? Overthinking. Wow. Well, if you could do that against me, that'd be great. I
genuinely have, for the first time this evening, got my head in my hands. Genuinely.
I feel
Hair block killed the snow troll.
I feel sympathy
and
though.
Apothecary
Into
killed
dead.
him. Dead to
Oh
dead.
no! Well, that'll teach you for running out of time. I mean, that's really bad. Unlucky.
Wow.
Oh no! That's really bad.
James. Oh, it's just that's just. Well, I suppose you can build the Yeti properly now. Would you take the multi-block again, Gunload? Would you take multi-block again? What was there to think about, Gunload? Seriously, what was there to think about? Exactly. Just overthinking it. Just get the flank. It gets worse. Oh God.
Oh no! How does it get worse? Does the Berserker die as well? Because Gav will be upset to see the Berserker die as well. His girlfriend walked in with a new purchase.
Perfect turn followed by the worst turn ever. Nice 20 Phoenix. maybe his girlfriend walked in looking like a ghost. Perhaps Andy distracted him.
Maybe, yeah. Oh dear.
Nuffle looked at you there, Gunload, said, "You will pay for running out of time. I declare James Braun is now dead." Wow.
Luckily, you're not playing an Armour 17 where money is a massive problem all the time.
There's been a distinct lack of fouling in this game too, as well.
I was told, and this was my co-host has told me, that this team is one of the most foully teams in the entire league.
Foul
Tell you what I've
master
seen?
3000.
Nothing. Foul fail 3000 is what I'm saying here.
Maybe that's why he ran out of time. He was looking for the optimal foul and ran out of time.
Maybe. I think actually it's Foulmaster 3000 because the 3000 refers to the number of turns between fouls.
Another point for the Orcs. I would usually put a troll on a scrimmage as he's pretty resilient.
Yep. And now there's no Claw Mighty Blow on the field, I definitely would do that. And if you're playing against someone with a bribe, generally speaking, splitting up the line of scrimmage is not normally a good idea because it just makes it easier to get a really bad gang foul on one of them.
Like that Black Orc, perhaps.
Yeah, like that Black Orc there, yeah.
He looks nice and juicy right now.
Fouling before finishing the box. Interesting.
Fouling before you pick the ball up.
Oh, loses 1 point movement allowance or something else bad. Jesus Christ, are these Orcs wearing armor 9 or Are they
Smashed
wearing...
ankle into smashed ankle there, by the way, with the apothecary. No, it's smashed ankle into something worse. What's 50, 55? What's 55 on the injury table?
Niggle, I think.
No, it'll be something statty.
Jesus, another armor break.
I'm just having a look to find out what the other option on that injury was.
Well, movement was the correct call. Whatever else it is, it's the least painful.
I mean, movement busted Black Hawk's still functional. It's inconvenient, but
Yeah.
Fractured skull. It would have been armor value. Movement or fractured skull. Okay.
Just because we've got 2 other games to look at, is there any other things that we want to look at on this game, other than the... Oops, that's a dead snow troll.
Yeah.
Everyone else's misfortune this week's going to really have to go some to be as bad as that.
we're dancing around it. You know I can top that, Andy.
What happens, Zunk? Do you want to talk about it?
Well, would you like to view turn 4-ish of my game and you can see it? And it wasn't exaggerating that it was a real 2 touchdown error that it turned a score into a concede.
Yes, Al Bundy minus AG for Blackhawk is less worse than minus movement. That wasn't the option here; it was movement or armour. So, but yes, absolutely. No, Gunlow says that's about it. So yeah, it's pretty ropey that turn. Gunlow did, to be fair to him, manage to get the 1-1 in the end. He didn't end turn or run out of time the rest of the game. Just that one
Oh,
turn.
did he not?
No.
Oh, that's impressive.
He managed to hang on to the ball and got the 1-1.
I'm surprised actually he didn't go on to win this, because with the huge player advantage that he's picked up, I would have run it in and scored fairly quickly, and then looked to try and steal the ball.
The remaining Orcs on the pitch, though, are pretty rugged. You know, there's plenty of talent there.
Right,
Yeah,
so we're going to have a look at what's your team called, Zunk? Karak Govan, isn't it? Versus the
Search by
Asmodee
coach.
family.
Search by coach.
I found it already.
I think I do have a typo in my team name that you asked me about.
K space Arak.
I must have been so excited to type it, I just pressed an extra key, I think.
9 Orcs were off the pitch by the end of the game. Yeah, you spent too much time fouling, you didn't score. Right, turn 4, you reckon? Mad Kenny's what? Is your pitch
3 or 4? Mad Kenny's car park.
Oh, and Ram Tut's on display.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this till about 10, 5 or 6, and then we're gonna tune into Tector's game because he wants to quickly look at his.
No problem. Tector, and then we can, if we've got time, we'll do James Overlords.
This match is notable only for possibly the most fantastic misclick I can remember.
I'm just going to skip
Really
straight
is
onto
quite
turn
epically
1.
bad.
In fact, I'm just going to skip straight onto about turn 3, if that's okay.
I'm skipping forward so I can give you a more precise answer.
So turn 3, it's all looking tickety-boo. You've been removing pieces with a plomb, which is nice, including round
turn 3 is where it sort of went a little bit wrong for the Dwarves, because the reason we got into this problem in the first place
Sure, watch it a bit if you like. If you want from here, it's not very much beyond this.
Skulls into skulls.
Yeah, was if from memory the turn 3 of the Khemri resulted in a stunned dwarf, a KO'd dwarf, maybe another stunned dwarf. I think
this is the key. This is the key thing coming up in a No, it's a bit further forward from this.
A knockout. Not first dwarf's knocked out. There's stun.
Yeah, I'm looking at my turn 5. There's nothing happens. So
There's a question there. Setting up a solid wall of dwarves is a good strategy in general? Question mark.
Well, I think so. Did it? They've got fuckload of guard. Basically, is where I was going. So it was to nullify the Tomb Guardians being able to do anything other than a 1-die block.
There's also a wizard on display for the Khemri.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we go. So there's 2 stun dwarves and a pitch removal dwarf, and another 3 dwarves lying down. So that's 6 out of your 11 you haven't got available. Oh no, 7 out of your 11, because 3 stun dwarves, 3 lying down ones. Yeah, it was a definite problem.
I'm not saying it was optimal.
Is that a foul? Dirty Skelly. That's a good term for Asmodon, that is.
It was fantastic to him. But we managed to get out of this, or we would have.
Okay, that's reasonable. You're not worried about
Start of turn 4?
You're not worried about Ramtut taking a break tackle option through your ball carrier there?
Yeah.
Yes, but what would you do, considering I've got 1 dwarf left to move, who stood next to a Tomb Guardian? See, dwarves, not as easy as it looks, kids.
So which turn is the really bad error?
Start of turn 4, I think.
No,
Yeah, it is the start of turn 4.
Were you watching this live then? Oh, the break tackle
Oh,
failed,
was
though.
it? Yeah, but then the loner passed and then he made the break tackle. Yeah, it's the start of turn
And the rest will kick in.
5. Because if we just pause at the start of turn 5 when it flips over, I think Zunk can talk you through why he thinks this is such a critical problem.
So I'm going to
Go
pause.
for it.
It's turn 5 in a moment, right? So I'm going to pause it so everyone can see on the screen.
And do you want to just pull up the skills as well, Gav?
Okay.
Because the skills also make a little bit of difference.
Oh, there we go.
Now, what I'm thinking here is, thank God we've got some way out, because that Tomb Guardian on the right-hand side just threw a block and rolled Skull both down,
Yeah.
which obviously downed him.
Thing 4 who's stunned. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what my plan is here is that the runner, who is the southernmost dwarf as you're looking
Yeah,
at it, on his
Weedoogle.
back,
Yeah.
Weedoogle picks up the ball, trots back east and hands it off to the strength 4 blitzer, that's northeast of where you're pointing right now.
Yeah.
And northeast blitzer, along with pals, basically just trots northeast. Now I've got 4 dwarves, admittedly 3 of them are on the floor around the halfway line, that can form an insta screen, and I can run behind. So really what I'm looking to do is blitz off that skeleton that's standing next to the blitzer nearest the ball with the Troll Slayer.
Yeah.
Then, so that leaves my blitzer unmarked. Pick the ball up with the runner, hand off to the blitzer, and the blitzer runs northeast.
That sounds like a beautiful plan. And then it's going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Roll it on, let's see what happens. So I'm going to take the skills away now.
All the critical non-dice rolls made first. Look,
It's nice.
moved a few players around, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's all coming together.
We didn't like the direction of the blitz, so we thought I'd kill ourselves instead.
Yeah. So I mean, what's happening there is that my view of the pitch is kind of like yours is. It's too shallow, an angle. I'm clicking on the player, and as you know, it's a double click to launch a blitz. The first one, the correct square. The second one moves a pixel north. So he tries to run past him instead. So not only have I failed to trot off northeast with the ball, which wasn't, nailed on, but it was a couple of 2 and 3 pluses with re-rolls built in, but I've also just basically left the ball there for, hi, would you like the ball, and clear off down my end.
Should we watch that again? I'm just going to go back to the start of that turn. 'Cause that's up there with Gunlogue. That's definitely up there with Gunlogue. It makes you feel better.
This wasn't strategy fail. This was execution fail.
Right, here we go.
Which is
Here we
probably
go.
more infuriating.
The plan was great.
There we go. There we go. Oh! Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Were you not tempted to re-roll the dodge?
Had I already used it?
The misclicks. No, you hadn't rolled any dice that turn. But misclicks generally result in good things happening. Right. So Tector's game now.
I think I was more in shock of, oh Christ, did that really just happen? Did I really do that?
Twisting the knife. 20
Yep,
Phoenix
I
enjoyed the
did.
replay.
Yes. Well, I'd like to just point out that I'm that awesome a coach that even against a completely rookie team, I didn't lose. I did manage to fully equaliser there. And
Right.
that dwarf, the one who just did that, is Rabfine Marsbal, the MVP.
What a ledge. Just probably voted.
What a
Right,
co-
Muffin Geckos versus Noxious Gases from Prem East.
Tector, anything to look at here, or should we just play it through?
Good evening, Max Damage. Good to have you with us. Good evening. Right. Yeah, which turn are we looking at, Tector? In the Muffin Gecko Stadium. And Glart Smash Ribs on display. Junior, of course, not the senior one. Nothing interesting in the first half. Stole the ball, scored in turn 8. Right, so we'll skip straight through. Straight through
We're
the
just going to
first
go
half.
turn 9. Right. Noxious gases have fame, just for reference.
The weather's good. There's a beer stand on display.
That'll be Tector's home stadium.
Yeah, and there's a touchdown. So the second half now, turn 9. Glart's still on the pitch. Injury, you've killed a rat, killed a lineman, a loner, and got rid of the block accurate throw.
Right, so
And
Noxious gases get a reroll.
the lizards.
We're pausing it at the start of turn 9.
Yeah, I'm just, hang on, just flick it on. Right, so there we go. We're in turn 9 now.
Okay.
3 dice
So-
block from the Crocs.
Oh, whoa. We're gonna. I literally paused it before anything's happened.
Okay, alright, stop. I'll let you catch up, because there's a couple of stunned linemen.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say that if the first thing that I would be doing
Okay, I can
here.
go back to the start of turn 9.
Yeah, the first thing is if the ball's on the halfway line like that, and you're playing against a load of gutter runners, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can bring the Saurus that's got block and tackle level with the halfway line. The Saurus that's just got block needs to go and stand well in front of the ball, not 1 square but 2 squares, because if you stand 2 squares in front of the ball, if you get knocked over, you can't get knocked into the ball to cause it to scatter, then scatter back from the direction the opposition have just come in. So I always like to have a 2 square screen between the ball where you're going to pick it up and the front of my screen.
So basically 1 square further forwards for the Saurus.
Yeah, 1 square further forwards from the Saurus. That is not a big thing, but-
Another minor point that's universally applicable is when you've got a line of scrimmage like this, rather than hit them the one due north of them, hit diagonally instead. So the guys, the one that's just moving there, for example, on the end, if you get pushers, you get another bite of the cherry. If you push them north, that's your only opportunity to hit them.
Yeah.
So always block diagonally, kids, in the scrimmage.
I don't see how this goes wrong for you, Tector, unless you fail the pickup and it then bobbles. Because if you fail the bobble pickup here, and let's say the ball scatters 1 square in front of where it is now, then you could get sort of pushed into the ball.
Tell me
Oh,
when
it
you're at
doesn't-
the end of the lizard's turn, Andy, because you're a wee bit
Okay.
behind.
Okay, well, I'll just skip forward. Right, it is now the...
Skaven's turn.
Oh, no, sorry, the lizards are just finishing their turn off.
Okay. So tell me after Glart Smash Ribber's blocked. The
Okay.
opening blitz block of the next turn.
Oh, wow. The Saurus positioning in general, though, is pretty good because the only Saurus you can possibly smash is the block only Saurus. So he's going to blitz something, obviously, and there is the fact there's a choice of two. You've got the block only one near the ball, or the block guard mighty blow one, which is positioning way worse to hit. So positioning wise, that's pretty solid.
Okay, so I'm going to press play now. Glart has blitzed.
Yeah, Glart is now blitzing.
Alright.
Got a knockdown.
Armor. Doesn't break armor. He's down.
Glart should not be following that block up.
Dive and tackle piece on the ball carrier. With sidestep and blodge and tackle. That's not nice.
It's not that tough to fill in the squares around him, though. So
well, he's going to get 3 dice on that with a mighty blow hit. I'm
honestly,
not sure I like that.
Surf that gut runner here as well, if you wanted to be.
Well, I was actually just pondering whether or not that's possible. Because if you make it sidestep, oh no.
Depends if you're feeling brave with the stunty dodges, I suppose. I suppose you've got to block with the others.
So he's forcing the sidestep into against the edge of the pitch.
That's good.
That's very clever, Hector. I like that.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's very good. I have to admit, I hadn't seen that to start with. Very good.
That's good.
got to take your hat off there, really, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Play of the day.
I tell you what, if we were watching Sage, that would have been 10 quid. That would have cost you.
Yes, that's very, very good. I really, really like that.
Excellent play there, Hector. Very good.
It seems to be rare that I say stuff like that, but well done.
Hector, of course, did get to the playoffs last season, so he's no mug. Oh dear.
Not quite sure I would have sent the Croxigore off, but no, okay. You're pinning down things that stood up, yeah, I guess.
He's been the dodge preventer, I think is where he's going.
Ooh.
I might have been tempted to leave him where he was. Oh dear.
Yeah, I liked him where he was. I get the reasoning, but I think I liked him more where he was.
Oh dear. Frees up the gut runner to get to the ball now.
Oh, and KO'd as well, wow.
Are we going to see a passing play?
I think we're going to see a passing play here, yeah.
This is all your eggs in one basket for Infinite Pink. I would say that. Because if this passing play doesn't work, or if there's a fumble, you're in all sorts of pickle, aren't you?
This is typical of Skaven, though, isn't it? This is what they thrive
It's
on.
a hell of a pass to throw across field like that. That would have been a long pass minimum.
Yeah, it's a 4. Which, if you've not used the rest of your rerolls, 4s into 2s is not impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's not.
I think
exceptionally unlikely.
The issue there was actually moving the Crocs.
Yeah, can we rewind? So we've seen one now where it went wrong. Just rewind it back to Tex's turn because the surf was brilliant. And
so back to
if we just
Tex's
take, I'm
turn.
going to watch through the turn
Glart's
until we get to the end of where.
Yeah, Glart's gone.
And in fact, so Glart's gone. If you pause it at the point where Glart gets surfed, you've got 4 pieces,
Okay,
or 3,
hang on.
4 pieces left to
Let
move.
me just get Glart surfed. Right. So here goes Glart. Glart's off the pitch, and Glart is gone.
Okay, so
now I'm going to pause it. So Glart is gone, and we're paused. Right.
okay, so instead of doing the and doing anything else, leave the Croxigore where he is. So you'd have to activate Bonehead. Take the guard guy that's to the left of the Croxigore and stand it next to the block tackle Saurus in a line. So they're just left and right of one another, because that really shores that up. And then if you really want to put some protection in, take the block guard Mighty Blowsaurus and move it 3 squares to the left, and then drag the ball 1, 2, 3 squares backwards and 1 square to the right of where it currently is. So you've got almost a complete double screen and the ball carrier.
3 back and 1 to the right.
So no, not diagonally. Just literally back 3 squares and then 1 square to the right.
So the back of the blackened pitch markings where the wizard actually ended up getting hit.
Yeah. And you've made a Skinkonsaurus screen as the layer 2, and you've made a Saurus and Croxagore screen as layer 1.
Yeah.
I don't think what Tector originally did was massively catastrophic.
No?
The Saurus would have arguably been better where he was, but the fact that the fireball took out the 2 screening Sauruses is what really killed him, and that's just shit happens.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but a lot of people, perhaps this is where you have a looser, you have a looser
cage.
Looser cage. You don't put corners on it because
True. Yeah. True.
You didn't need to have the cage that tight. You could have made it a little bit looser, and that coupled with the fact that the Croxagore went off on his own.
Yeah, and let's also just give credit to the fireball. He took 3 out of 4 down, including the ball carrier and both the Sauruses. You almost have to take all 3 of those 3 out for this play to work. So it's one of those instances almost where your opponent got lucky because you let them get lucky, not they played awesome. We're almost nitpicking here.
See, even if the 2 Sauruses were a square east, you could still have fireballed all 3, the ball carrier and the 2 Sauruses. So fireball's a difficult thing to thoroughly guard against, which is, I think, it's why so often you try almost bait it just to get it off the.
I mean, the way I would have, with a looser cage, you'd have 2 squares between the 2 Sauruses.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I would do there. I mean, there was no necessity to. Sorry, I'm just replaying the next turn there. There was no necessity to be as aggressive as that. I can see why you did it, but you were 1-0 up. You could have just happily stalled. Okay. Well, commiserations, Tector. Sure, Infinite Pink was more than happy to take those points off of you.
I'd say that was mostly misfortune rather than naivety by Tector.
Yeah.
I sympathise with him there.
Mostly misfortune, but instead of not letting the opportunity be there at all, you let it maybe be there.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
a wonderful thing.
But we're looking back on with hindsight. Would you see it in a live situation? Maybe not. I don't know. You're right. Yeah, he had to make the Skaven then had to make the 4+ pass as well. I've just seen the double skulls.
Yeah.
You could play that situation again all season and not get punished for it. You just got punished for it this time.
Okay, well, it's just gone 10:30, so that's a good time to start. We've been on air for just over the 2 hours now. So, Andy, do you want to post up that link one more time? People, if you want to get involved in GCBC, if you want us to look at any of your matches like we've done at the end of the stream tonight, happy to do that. I think we're being joined next week. I can't remember who's been joined by next week. Is it the Weight Tricks next week? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I just want to say I'm not actually going to be here next week because my game will be streamed at 8 o'clock next Monday.
And we've already established that Andy can't commentate and play his game at the same time. That ends badly.
Yeah, indeed.
So, but I do have a guest lined up. So we will be here. But yeah, post in Andy's topic there if you've got questions. Or towards the end of Andy's game, Andy will probably... What time is your kickoff next week, Andy? Is it 8 o'clock?
I don't think Praise and I have actually set it. It'll be either 8 or past.
Okay, so you'll be finished before the end of the stream, so you can pop in and we can critique some games if you're not too upset after losing to Praise.
Well, is that?
So yeah, next Monday is Chaos versus Dark Elf. Not on this stream, it won't be. I don't know.
It is.
Actually.
That's my game.
It might be. It might be that game. I'm not sure I can face your smugness after winning the game live. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us this evening, Zunk, as well. It's been a pleasure.
Been a delight, Gav. Thanks for having me.
Just in a update to your calendar, I've actually moved you from the 10th of July to the week after on the 17th of July, if that's okay.
Yep, fine.
The Waitrix is here next week, so we have got Around the Grounds and the FA Cup draw. We won't have Andy's dulcet tones giving us the bingo calls, but the Waitrix will be here joining us on the show to catch some live GCBC UKBBL broadcasting, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, thanks ever so much, Zunk, Andy. Pleasure as always. Good to have you on the stream. I know we take the mickey out of you, and that's half the fun of coming here Monday nights. So I think one more time, let's not forget that that happened. He couldn't even win a simple cup match. I think that's important, and we'll leave it there.